Hi everyone, and welcome back to my reaction. Today we are checking out the Sandlot. Is it the Sand? I always call it the Sand-A-Lot, but I think it's just the Sandlot. Anyways, the 1993, I think it's a sports movie. Judging by the thumbnail that I get, it looks like a baseball movie of some sort. I can see all the actors in this movie is like a bunch of boys, so I'm guessing like some form of baseball team. And there was also a really cute dog, and I think I'm gonna really like this dog. It looks really cute. But yeah, I don't know anything about this movie at all. All I know that it's a pretty famous kids movie, but besides that, and that it's probably about baseball and it has a cute dog in it, but besides that, I know almost nothing about this movie at all, so I am very excited to get into it. Last movie I watched was also a kids movie, which was Homeward Bound, which was phenomenal. Homeward Bound was so good, so I'm hoping that this movie kind of keeps the pace when it comes to kids movies that I'm watching, because Homeward Bound was an exceptionally made kids movie, not just because it was a good movie, but because of how the people who made the movie, how they crafted it into a kids movie, and like the layers to it that would make kids enjoy it and adults enjoy it. So I'm guessing that since this movie is so popular, this movie also has that kind of same feel as Homeward Bound in some way. I'm assuming maybe it'll be some form of coming of age story with a really nice, light-hearted, happy ending. I'm hoping that it has a happy ending because I love happy endings, and not a lot of things have happy endings these days. But yeah, very excited to get into this one. Before we do though, we have to do the lighting. So let me just turn on my light, and then we can decide what color it should be. Boop. Nice. Okay, the lighting today, I think I'm going to go yellow. I don't know if you can see it because it is very sunny outside, and my windows blinds do not do a very good job of covering the sun, but my lighting is yellow, and I think I'm just going to go yellow because the title for this movie is in yellow, outlined in blue. It's a really cool looking written thing. It looks like a kid wrote it, which is really cool. But yeah, yellow is going to be the color. I don't know, yellow doesn't really remind me of baseball at all. It doesn't really remind me of anything really that I feel like this movie is going to be about. But since the actual words, the title of this movie is yellow, we are going to choose and stick with yellow. Okay, that is enough talking for now. Let's just dive on into this movie let's hit on into this. No, I was trying to make a baseball pun, but that didn't really work. Anyways, let's just watch this movie. Without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reaction to The Sandlot. I can tell I'm already gonna like this movie. I can already tell. I just love movies like this. Just heartwarming movies where a group of kids who maybe don't like each other have to work together. I feel like that's what this movie is going to be, but I feel like it's going to be done really well because it's so famous.
One all-time greatest moment in the history of sports, and it happened in the 1930s.
No, James Earl Jones is in this movie.
It was in the greatest summer of my life when he taught me how to play baseball, and he became my best friend.
Is that one of the kids grown up? That's one of the kids grown up? Also, please excuse my lack of knowledge of baseball. I know nothing about baseball. I played it when I was a kid. Don't remember me playing it. I just know that I played it because I have random participation trophies. And I know the basic rules, but that's it. I'm also very excited for the kid actors. Normally kid actors aren't great, but a lot of movies that I've watched on this channel, the kid actors have been phenomenal. So I'm excited to see these guys because I don't recognize them.
Way to end up the 5th grade, because I had zip time to make friends before summer.
Yeah, that is true, right? You want to move at the start of the school year so you can make friends into the summer, because imagine just being like alone all summer. That would suck.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you going to teach him then, or are you just going to stand there? Like, you said sure and you're not doing anything about it. This guy better either be really nice by the end of the movie or a total just horrible person and get kicked out of the movie. Those are the only two options for his character.
I'd followed them to the Sandlot once after school.
Oh, the Sandlot's a place. That makes so much sense. Why did I not think it was a place? I thought it was going to be like the name of a team or something.
I got it!
I probably never would have gone.
Oh no, what was going to happen? Does he get bullied? bet it's a really cute dog. It's the big dog. It's the big dog. It's the big dog. I was gonna say it's like they have a bear, and then I was like, I bet it's gonna be a fake out and it's gonna be a really cute dog, but it's the big dog that's in the poster. That guy isn't laughing. The really cool guy isn't laughing. That's the first, actually. I thought he was gonna be the bully, but he seems really nice. Oh, he doesn't know how to throw. Oh no, this is going to be so embarrassing. I mean, that throw was pretty pathetic, but it was... You say my life's over. He's so dramatic, but me too. Me too.
It was an accident.
His room is really cool. His room is really cool. He's a cool kid.
No.
Why not, honey?
What do you mean, why not? You moved him. He doesn't have to go to school. How is he supposed to make friends? He can't just go around to everyone's houses, can he?
They said I'm just an egghead.
Honey, you'll always be just an egghead with an attitude.
That is such a good insult. I'm just an egghead. I want to call people eggheads now. That's kind of cool.
Bill?
Oh, he's not going to do it. He sucks.
Couldn't you take a break and teach him now?
Mom, it's okay, Bill.
Honey,
Oh, this kid is so nice. This kid is so nice.
got it?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
That's where his face is going to go. Because I thought he was going to get hit in the face.
It's all right. All right.
You can't expect him to be good at it. He's never played before.
Throw it back.
Okay, underhand, that was, what? Underhand throws are the easiest throws to do, and you messed it up.
Okay.
I knew he was gonna get hit in the face. Face to the ball, that's what he heard. Also, the dad, or Bill, whatever his name is, he threw it so hard. That was so rude.
Thanks, though.
It's okay.
I have an extra one.
I got an extra one.
What? Does he just keep that in his butt? Where did he get that? Wait, what? That would be so uncomfortable to just carry around in your butt all day. This movie is sponsored by Coca-Cola.
I'm the great Bambino. Who's that?
This kid is funny. This kid is funny.
Anyway, Scott, that's Timmy and Tommy Timmons.
I'm not gonna remember any of these names, sorry.
Benny, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Why'd you bring him, Benny?
Aw,
Just 8 of us.
they're gonna be such good friends. I bet he makes like a winning catch or something like that too.
Oscar Mayer even. Foot long. Dodger dog. Oh.
This poor guy. These kids are so mean, what the heck? This movie, like, it hurts me to watch though, just because of, like, everyone just knows that he doesn't, you know? It's like, oh man, I just wish he knew already. He'll know by the end of the movie, but I wish he just knew now. He was miles away from the ball. Absolutely miles away. It was in another state, that's how far away he was. Okay, that is a really long throw though as well. Like, I don't think I can throw that far.
Actually, it was an A-, but it should have been a B.
Man, this is big.
This kid. I wish I was this kid.
Just let go. Just let go. It's that easy.
Yeah, throwing's just kind of like intuition, you know? Come on. Come on, Smalls. Come on, Scott. Let's do this. Come on. He has his eyes closed. Oh, this is just the guy who bats aim. He did it. He did it. What a good moment. His first catch.
Okay. Let's play some ball. Yeah.
And all the kids just like him now that he can play. I love that. I love that. Kids don't really have grudges. It's so funny. They just go with the flow. If someone's good, they're good. If someone's bad, they're bad. And they just switch on and off.
Benny, wait! Your glove!
Keep it, man.
What a nice guy. What a nice guy.
Guess what?
This kid is such a good actor too. He's so good for this role. He's acting so perfectly.
Yeah, okay. Yes, that's it.
Yeah, give him a hot
Aren't they hot playing in jeans all day though? I feel like I would die.
Ham, you idiot. Now we can't play no more.
Great, you idiot!
Oh, I thought they were gonna blame Smalls. Okay, that's good. These kids are such a fun friend group.
I'll get it.
No, 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 no. It's where the big dog is. It's where the T-Rex is, pretty much.
Holy crap, you could have been killed. Yeah, truly. What are you doing?
Yeah, truly.
Kiss it goodbye. Kiss it. Shut up, Tommy.
It's gone, man.
Tommy just copies everything that the other guy says. That is so funny.
Oh, Mommy made you do the big fat dishes.
Hey, you want some more?
I want a s'more.
So how can I have some more of nothing?
Oh my god.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You're killing me too, Smalls. Honestly, you're killing me right now.
You cover it with the other end. Here, make me one of those. Yeah, me too. Then
S'mores are so good. S'mores are delicious.
any of us could even pick up a baseball.
200 years ago, when the skies were swirling with storm clouds. This is definitely a kid exaggeration of events, though, I feel like.
It added up to about 173 guys.
That's so specific. 173 guys.
They said until forever. Forever.
That was really good. Forever. That was good. That was really good.
Stick your head out that window and like down.
I bet it's a big dog. It's a big dog, but I don't think it's beast-like.
Becomes the property of the beast. Forever.
Forever. I want that kid to tell more ghost stories. He was pretty good at it.
Whoa. Give it to me.
She's a little old for you. She's a little old for you.
Shut up. I wasn't. Yeah, you were. Your tongue was hanging.
This is why he's called Yaya, because he always repeats different words and he says Yaya a lot.
Their mama's bra. Raise your hand.
I can live with that. I can live with that.
Was the next best thing being there.
I remember you. Oh, sexy.
Well, I remember you. This kid is the best part of the movie.
Well, because Wendy Peppercorn was the lifeguard.
Oh, okay.
I've swum here every summer in my adult life.
My adult life? These kids are like 12. No way this kid does this. How old is the kid who really likes baseball, who just wants to play it day and night? He looks like 5 years older than all the other kids.
What's he doing?
Wait, he's gonna fake an injury, or he's gonna fake dead, or something, so that she has to resuscitate him. What if she doesn't notice, or the guy rescues him, not the girl? This kid is so dramatic. All of these kids are so dramatic.
This magic moment.
Oh my god, this guy. This movie, like the music is right now is so wholesome.
He had kissed a woman, and he had kissed her long and good. We
He'd
got
kissed a
banned from
woman.
the pool forever that day, but every
Oh, but she's like angry, but also like, he got me.
their games, because every time we stopped to watch the sky on those nights, like
He'd keep playing.
Rodriguez, baseball was life.
Imagine playing baseball under that. That would be so fun. Oh no, are these the cool kids? Oh, this is another team, right? This must be another team. I'm gonna call them the Sucks. The Sucks.
You eat dog crap for breakfast, geek. You mix your weeds with your mama's toe jam. Yeah!
Oh, that was a good one.
Crap face. Yeah! Let's go!
That was such a good back and forth of insults. Insults that I should remember and use in the future, you know?
Hurry up, batter. It's gonna be a short game and I gotta get home for lunch. As ugly as you, I'd shave his butt Tell him to walk backwards.
What the heck? This kid is a legend. This kid is an absolute legend.
Hey, I'm just trying to have a little friendly conversation. Come on. You think she'd go out with me?
Ooh.
She's Smalls. I suppose you don't even know who the babe is either.
Chewing tobacco? They're kids. I loved going to like fun fairs and stuff as a kid with my friends. The best time. Why are they all single ones? Why don't they go in twos? It's more fun in group. Ew, 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 ew. That is a lot of vomit, and I hate vomit. That is so gross. Oh my god. That was not for me. That one was not for me. Top 10 horrifying, most horrifying scenes of all time. That was probably number 2.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, take care of things for me.
Okay.
All right?
I will.
He seems like a good dad. He just like has a lot of work to do, so he's not really there for his son. But it does seem like he cares somewhat, you know? Why is this kind of really epic? Why is this so epic? They're just kids playing baseball. Oh, nice. Such a good hit, and the music is solid. He hit it so hard the baseball broke. What? What the heck? Now hang that on a wall and call it a day. That was a huge hit.
Look at it!
No, but I got a ball. Oh no, is it the dad's prized baseball? Oh no, and then it's gonna go over the fence and he has to go get it because it's his dad's prized baseball. Oh no.
Flies open.
This kid, I love this kid so much. Oh, wow. You know what? I kind of got scared for a second. I honestly got scared when the ball came towards me. I didn't expect that.
The hell's he doing?
Maybe the shock of his first.
Why isn't this kid in more things? He's so funny.
Let's get another ball.
No, you don't understand.
Sure we do.
He's literally having a panic attack at the moment.
Some lady named Ruth. Baby Ruth. Babe Ruth!
Some lady. Yeah, that ball is worth dying for. That ball is worth dying for.
You mean to tell me that you went home and swiped a ball that was signed by Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth. The kid is waiting to say the same thing.
You keep telling me that. Who is she? What?
Even I know who Babe Ruth is, and I don't play baseball.
98 cents. We gotta buy us a ball.
Yeah!
We gotta buy us a ball. Are they gonna fake a Babe Ruth signature? Imagine.
Sorry, Mom.
Has he ever told you about that ball?
No, don't focus on the ball. Just leave. You just have to.
Even my own mom, a grown-up girl, knew who Babe Ruth was.
Yeah. You should have known. You should have known, kid.
Let's just look out the window. Good idea.
Let's just look out the window and pray.
Farther.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need something at the end to just brush it back. Wait, what? Does the dog have acid breath or something like that?
Initiate retrieval suction.
Initiate retrieval suction.
Number 1. Okay. Get ready, guys.
Is it a vacuum? Oh. That's actually smart too. These kids are pretty smart. I mean, this kid, the main kid, Scott Small, is a very smart guy. This kid just screams for like almost no reason. I mean, I guess he has a reason here, but he just screams a lot. He says "oh no" and screams a lot.
The beast will never expect it.
I feel like he wouldn't. I didn't expect that either.
Here, pull him up.
Oh my god. No, he dropped the ball.
We're going.
Is he literally like Phineas and Ferb? How the heck did he make this? Wait, what? This is genius. This is absolutely genius. What if the dog just jumps in the air like a superhuman? That's not what I was joking. I was joking. I was joking when I said what if the dog just catapults itself into the air and catches the ball. I was joking. And it did that. It actually did that.
Who's there?
Babe Ruth, it's me. Sup?
I'm here because you're in some kind of a pickle, right?
Yeah.
A baseball.
You're in some kind of a pickle. I love that phrase so much. They've said it so many times in this movie, but it's pretty good.
Ate one kid already.
Is that a fact? Sit down, kid.
Is that a fact? Yeah, he's the adult in the... He's like, you kids and your imaginations. He's just a dog.
I had a dream. Get dressed. We're going to the Sandlot. Come on.
I had a dream. He's like, okay, so I had a dream as well. What's your point?
Faster and jump higher. PF Flyers.
Don't know what those shoes are, but I can agree with that statement. I think those shoes look good.
Heroes get remembered.
Legends never die. This is really stressful. I really don't want him to get hurt. I don't think he will, though. I think the dog has just been made to look really big because that's how the kids perceive it. But he's actually just a nice, well, he's probably a big dog, but a nice fellow. See, he's not that big, is he? He's perfectly normal, a perfectly normal dog. He just wants to play fetch. Oh my gosh. I was kind of right when he said he wants to play baseball. Let's tango, dog. Oh, he's gonna pretend he's running between the two bases. The music is so good at the moment.
Beat you, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He's gonna run through the movie theater. I like it. What the heck? The dog just broke and entered. Breaking and entering. The dog just did a break and enter. What am I trying to say? That was an awesome jump. It was the shoes that did that. No, all their hard work. This dog is either really slow or this kid is really fast. There's a lot of slow motion in this movie. I kind of just noticed that. Wait, did the dog just get smushed to death? Did the dog just die? Did the dog just die? Yeah, that is me right now. Those kids are me at the moment. Help him out, help him out. Aw, they're best friends now. Pet him, pet him. Is this all the baseballs? Has he been just keeping them in a little spot? Oh, this is James Earl Jones. I was wondering when he was gonna come in. Mr. Darth Vader himself.
Got the ball back.
Oh, maybe he's not blind. I thought he was blind because he was like feeling and smelling and stuff.
Yeah, well, that was my stepdad's ball. I took.
Is he that guy on the card? Is he that guy on the card that Babe Ruth took?
Besides, you needed more than I do.
I got all the good stuff. Better than your stuff.
Baseball was life. And I was good at it. Real good.
His voice is so deep.
Things worked out between me and him. And from then on, I didn't have any trouble just calling him Dad.
Yes. He is the good dad. I told you he was looking like a good dad.
We just kept the game going, like he was still there.
Wow.
Aww. That's really sweet. I just got some chills. That was so sweet.
And married Wendy Peppercorn. They have 9 kids.
He married her. He married her. Good for him.
And the nickname stuck with him for the rest of his life.
I got chills again. I got chills again. And Smalls is going to be the commentator, right? Safe. Safe, safe, safe. That's awesome. The music, I got chills. I have like goosebumps. Love that he has the fake Babe Ruth ball, the chewed up Babe Ruth ball, and then the valuable one as well. That was a really good movie. That was a really good kids movie. It felt like an older kids movie, but still a kids movie. I'll explain it in my review, I guess. But yeah, that was a very good movie. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun at parts. And that kid, I forget what they call it, like Hamilton. So funny. So funny. I wish that kid was in more stuff. He was so good. And that was my reaction to The Sandlot, the 1993, I'm going to say like comedy, coming of age, family, sport movie starring, okay, there was a lot of people. I guess I'll just go through the cast later, I guess, but starring a lot of kids. As you all know, if you have watched my reactions before, I like to look at the audience reviews and the critic reviews of the movie, because when I go on Google, it just kind of comes up. So I like to just talk about that quickly. And this one has a way better audience score than it does critic score, which I find really interesting. The critic score is 55% on Metacritic and 63% on Rotten Tomatoes, while the audience score is a 7.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which is 78%. So it's really interesting that audiences like this movie way more than critics, and I can kind of understand why. I think if you're looking at this solely as a movie, as critics probably do, or as critics should do, it's kind of their job, I'd say it's probably like a 63%. But if you're looking at this movie in terms of enjoyment, in terms of fun, in terms of really just great kid actors and characters and stuff like that, as a kid's movie, I think this movie definitely deserves the 7.8 out of 10. I think this movie was really, really fun and really, really kind of wholesome and sweet. And there were definitely issues with it, which I will get into. There were definitely some like pacing issues and stuff like that, but overall I had such a fun time. The first thing I want to talk about is the score of the movie. I thought the score was so much fun. It was like something Danny Newman or something like that. He did the score and it was great. The soundtrack and the score was really, really good. Just like everything, they had like the tequila song, all of the songs in this movie were really, really good and really fit the movie and fit the tone of the movie really, really well, which was just a very light-hearted movie. And then also all of the instrumental score was also really, really well done, especially at the end when they're all adults and then what's his face? Scott and Ben, that's his name, right? Scotty Smalls and Ben, I think, when he was playing baseball and the music kind of swells when he steals home and stuff, like that was really, really good. The music I thought was way better than I thought it was going to be in this movie, and I keep saying that especially for kids movies that I watch, like for Homeward Bound it was the same thing. I did not expect the music to go that hard, and the music went hard in Homeward Bound, and it was the same thing with this movie. The music really was very emotional, was very rich, but really fit the tone of the movie as well. So I thought the music was excellent. Another thing I want to talk about is kind of how this movie is different than Homeward Bound in terms of kids movies, and one of those aspects is that this movie is, or at least for me, feels like it was made for an older audience. Homeward Bound I can see being made for 6-year-olds to 8-year-olds, but it was enjoyable as someone who was 20 years old watching that movie. But I feel like the kind of demographic they're going for is 6, 8, maybe 10-year-olds. Yeah, 6, 8, 10, because that's kind of the age group of the three animals. In this movie, I feel like it is more a preteen movie, kind of 12 years old to maybe 14 years old. I think you can appreciate this movie when you're like 10 years old as well. But there were definitely instances in this movie where I was like, oh, this is definitely, like at the start, I was like, oh, this is just a very fun kids movie. But then there were things like Michael, I think that was him, right? Michael kind of like in love with that lady and in love with Peppercorn and then fake dying so that she would kiss him and stuff like that. Like there were instances throughout the movie where I was like, young kids would not understand this. This is definitely a preteen and above thing. So it was very interesting that two Patreon movies in a row now, they've been kids movies, and one was definitely centered around a younger audience and one was centered around an older audience. And it was interesting because I could easily tell the difference between the two movies since I watched kind of a younger one and an older one back to back. So yeah, it was really cool. There were definitely older jokes in this movie, jokes that would go over really young kids' heads, but would definitely hit with the preteen audience, the younger teenage audience. I'm like, if you were over 14, you probably would start to think this movie was lame. But if you were like 10 years old, 12 years old, I think you would have a blast with this movie. I had a blast with this movie, and I'm like 20, so I don't know. Maybe like 14-year-olds are just kind of lame. I don't know. But I think in terms of a kids movie, this movie did really, really well to pander to not just the kids, but also the adults. There were definitely a lot of jokes that would hit with the kids, especially the younger kids. Again, there were vomit jokes, there were fart jokes, there were people calling each other names, as you would expect in a kids movie. That is kind of, kids humor is definitely not no more than surface level. It is there's fart jokes, and I'm not saying that is bad humor, that is still pretty good humor, but a lot of kids movies, same with this one, that is kind of the main focus of the humor. But this movie also had more kind of a more elaborate sense of humor in a way, just kind of the interactions between the kids in general. While it would be funny for younger audiences to watch, I think for grown-ups watching it, it would kind of create a sense of nostalgia, and I think that they did that really well, and I think that is due to, one, the script writing of the movie and the acting in the movie. I think that the sense of nostalgia in this movie, at least for me, I felt kind of every single second of it. I wished I was that age playing baseball. Even though I didn't really play baseball, I would play like soccer or something, playing soccer with my friends out in the field, and it was like that is what I was wishing when I was watching this movie with these kids. And I think that it comes down to the script writing. I think the script writing was excellent. I think that each character, even though some of them had almost no screen time, well, they had lots of screen time but almost no lines, still had such a good different personality, and each character had a different unique personality, that it really felt like this kind of little group of baseball players were kind of unique to the world, if you know what I mean. And it felt like they were really good friends, and the script writing was really, really good. My biggest issue with the movie, however, is also something to do with the script, and that is just the pacing of the movie. Around an hour and 8 minutes mark, the movie starts to drag quite a bit, maybe a little bit before that, maybe like 55-minute mark, whenever the Babe Ruth ball goes over the fence and then they try and get it back. That whole sequence, while it was very interesting and there were some really cool ideas and some really cool things and some really funny lines, it just kind of dragged for me. I did not enjoy that sequence as much as the first half and the last half of the movie. That whole thing, it just felt very elongated for time. It felt like it was just kind of the thing, like if they had only done two attempts or 3 attempts or something, sure. I think they did like 4 attempts or maybe even 5 attempts. I think they just overused this one plot device to kind of elongate the runtime of the movie, and it just didn't work for me. That was the only thing that I did not like about this movie. It felt a little bit tedious and a little bit boring and stale in that one little aspect, just because they were doing the same thing over and over again in more elaborate ways, which, yes, was funny, but then the more elaborate way would stay on screen for like 5 minutes, 8 minutes, and then it would change instead of just like having like quick like 1 minute sequences with each attempt. You know what I mean? So I felt like that was what brought this movie down a little bit for me, but I still think that the rest of the movie was paced really, really well. I think that is kind of all I want to talk about with the movie. I really liked that the dog was, okay, first of all, I can't believe they spoiled that the dog was just a normal dog on the poster. Like, come on, like, it's supposed to be the beast, but I knew it was a normal dog. Even though I would have known it was a normal dog anyways, they still spoiled it on the poster for kids. But anyways, I like that the dog was seen as the beast from the kids' point of views until they actually went into the beast's lair, the dog's, the backyard, I guess. I thought that was really cool. I really liked that he was just like this big monster that was like destroying everything, because I feel like that is how the kids would have perceived it. So I liked that the movie was how kids perceived everything. That was really cool. And yeah, that's kind of all I want to talk about the movie before I head on into the cast. So let's do that now. Patrick, Renna. Actually, you know what? I should select who I'm going to talk about because I don't have time to talk about every single person. I think I'm going to talk about Patrick, Renna, Mike, Vitar, Chauncey, Leopardi, and Tom. Oh, there's so many names that I'm going to butcher. Tom Guiry. I think I'll talk about those 4 because I think they were the most prominent in this movie. And then I just want to say that the rest of the kids, though, were amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. Every single kid had a personality. Every single kid meshed with every other kid really, really well. The actors, the chemistry in the group was phenomenal. It really felt like they were really close friends, and so I really, really enjoyed it. But Patrick Renna as Hamilton was definitely my favorite. His lines, it's probably due to the script, but his lines were amazing, and his delivery of the lines was superb. Just like his actions, the way he would express himself when he was talking to other people, talking like smack to other people. It was really, really funny, especially when he was the bat catcher. Is that how you say it? The bat catcher, something like that. And he was like crouching down, and he was like, "Oh, your fly is undone," and then they'd miss or something. He'd be like, "Oh, I think that's your sister in the field. Can I date her?" or something like that. Like, his lines were really, really funny, and they definitely caught me off guard because I didn't expect some of the lines to come out of his mouth. But when they did, I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But his lines were really good, and I thought he did a great job. He was definitely the standout performance for me. I thought he was going to be the bully at first, but then he turned into just another fun friend who just had like a really fun kind of dirty sense of humor, and I really enjoyed it. So Patrick Renna, he did a great job. I don't know what else he's in. I've never really seen him before, and I kind of wish he was in more stuff because he was fantastic in this movie. Mike Vitar as Benjamin, I really liked him. I'm glad he wasn't the bully. I thought he was going to be the cool kid, bully, jock kind of guy, and I'm really glad that he wasn't. I'm glad that he was super nice to Scotty Smalls. Oh, that's why they called him Smalls, because his last name was Smalls. I thought they were calling him Smalls because he was a small person. I thought as like a nickname, you know how they called Hamilton. I guess Hamilton is Ham is in his name, so that makes sense. But yeah, Benjamin, he was really good. I like that he became a pro player. He deserves it. He was obviously the best of the best in the group of kids and in the town or whatever they're in, so I'm glad he became a pro player in the end. I thought that his character was maybe one of the more boring of all the characters, just because he was like the brave character, and if Scotty Smalls wasn't the protagonist, he would have been the protagonist, and he was a really fun character. I just kind of like some of the other characters just had I had more fun with on screen than him. I think he was definitely more of a character, like more of an actual person in terms of characters. But I think his character, compared to the rest of the group, I think I had less fun when he was on screen because he was definitely more serious than the other characters, and I was just having a lot of fun with the other characters as well. But I thought that he did a great job. Okay, I'm so sorry if I butchered this name. Chauncey Leopardi as Michael. He was so funny. I think he's the guy that just kept going, "Oh no, oh no," and then screaming. Those were like his only lines. But he was really good in this movie as well. Again, he was one of my favorites just because all he would say was, "Oh no," and so I'd always be waiting for him to say, "Oh no," so I could laugh at him saying, "Oh no." I thought he was really funny. He was really good. I can't really say much else about him. I thought that when he pretended to die to get kissed by Peppercorn, I thought that was really funny, but also really dramatic. A lot of the kids in this movie were really dramatic, which I thought was also really, really funny. But yeah, I thought that I thought every kid represented a different kid in this movie. Like, it kind of covered all the bases in terms of different personalities and stuff like that. I mean, I guess it was only like guys, but in terms of guy personalities, I feel like they covered every base, which was really, really funny. And this guy was definitely the dramatic one. This guy was definitely a dramatic one, but I thought that Chauncey Leopardi did a great job. And last but not least, the main character, I believe, of the movie was Tom Guiry. Guiry, I think his name is, and Scotty Smalls. I liked him, although I thought he was very hard to watch the start of this movie because he knew absolutely nothing. I'm like, kid, you have to know at least, like, he was so smart, but I'm like, you have to know like something like about baseball, and you have to know who Babe Ruth is and stuff like that. Like, even if you don't know baseball, you should know who that guy is. So it was definitely hard to watch him learn everything just because he didn't know all of his information that should have been just so easy to know, or like even stuff that I didn't know, like what left center is and stuff like that. Like, you could probably figure that out, but then also just like kind of the disappointment of everyone's faces whenever he would get it wrong, it just kind of hurt me to watch. But I'm glad that he became friends with everyone really quickly. That's just kind of how kids are. I feel like they just kind of are friends with you as soon as you do something okay with them or good with them and make them happy or something, or as if you can play along with their games, then they're just like, okay, you're part of the group now. So I really like that about not just him but about the rest of the kids, and the script writing and stuff is that they really felt like kids. I thought that after that point he was like one of my favorite characters. Again, Patrick Renna's Hamilton and Chauncey's Leopardi's Michael were still my favorites of the two, of all of them, sorry, but Scotty was definitely up there. I thought he was his actor, Tom, I was going to say his last name, but then I didn't want to mispronounce it again, so Tom, I thought that he did a great job playing this very smart but not very sporty, nerdy, insecure, overthinking kind of kid, and I thought that was really funny, and it was something that I can relate to because I'm like that. I overthink a lot and stuff like that. So yeah, I really liked his character. And yeah, that is it. The other person I want to talk about just quickly is James Earl Jones is in this movie. I love that he was in this movie. I love like that man on screen. His voice is just like addictive. It's so deep and like rich for some reason. I don't know, he just has the best voice. Anyways, thank you so much for watching my reaction, and thank you so much for listening to my review as well. If you made it this far, it means a lot for you just to listen to me talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction. I really did enjoy this movie. I thought that the middle bit was a little bit slow and tedious just because it was kind of the same thing happening again and again and again, but the rest of this movie, including the chemistry with the kids, was amazing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you for my next Patreon exclusive soon. Soon. I was gonna say like the date, but I don't remember the date, so just soon.